Hello students, in the last lecture we have discussed how to apply Bernoulli's equation through some examples. In this lecture we will discuss orifices, notches and wears, flow measurement using orifices and notches. Orifices, notches and wears. Flow measurement. The flow out of open tank are measured using orifices. Flow out of open channels is measured using notches and wears. Measurement in open channel. Rectangular and triangular wears are notches used to measure the flow in open channel. Now, orifices and mouthpieces. Suppose this is the tank, this is orifice, free surface. Orifice is a small opening. Orifice is a small opening on side or bottom of a tank through which any kinds of fluid is flowing. The opening can be a circular, triangular or rectangular in cross section. Orifices are mainly used for measuring the rate of flow. Mouthpieces is a short pipe fitted externally or internally to the orifice. Means this is a small pipe. It is connected to a orifice. This is called mouth. This is called mouthpiece. Means a mouthpiece is short pipe fitted. It may be internally or externally to the orifice. The length of mouthpiece is 2 to 3 times the diameter of orifice to which it is fitted. Mouthpieces may be classified based on their position, their shapes and the manner in which mouthpieces discharge. Mouthpieces may be external or internal mouthpiece. This is external. If this mouthpiece, a short pipe, if it is connected to inside, suppose this is inside, so this is internal mouthpiece. This is also called Borda mouthpieces. Now, classification of orifices. It may be classified as what is the size of orifice, the shape of orifice and nature of discharge, and nature of upstream is. Now, classification based on shape. Orifices are classified into small orifice or large orifice. Small orifice are large orifice. Depending upon the size of orifice and head of fluid in that orifice. Small orifice is one in which has the head of fluid from the center of orifice is more than 5 times of depth of orifice. Also the large orifice is the one which has the head less than 5 times the depth of orifice. Suppose this is the tank. And this is orifice. This is orifice. Suppose this depth is suppose D, and this is head, level of fluid. If the H is greater than 5 times the depth, then the orifice is called small orifice. If H is less than 5D, so this is large orifice. Now, classification based on shape. Classification based on shape of orifice. It may be rectangular in shape, rectangular orifice, circular orifice, triangular orifice, and square orifice. And classification based on nature of discharge, it is free discharging orifice and submerged orifice. Now next, hydraulic coefficient. Hydraulic coefficients. There are mainly 3 hydraulic coefficients. They are, we have already discussed, coefficient of velocity, coefficient of velocity, CV. It is the ratio of actual velocity of jet at vena contracta, V actual divided by theoretical velocity. This is tank and this is orifice. Free surface of fluid, and this is orifice. This is vena contracta. Velocity at this point, V actual velocity divided by theoretical velocity. Generally, the value of CV varies from 0.95 to 0.99. The value of CV, this is vary from 0.95 to 0.99. For different orifices depending upon their size, shape and head, and for calculation purpose we assume the value of CV as 0.98. For calculation point of view, we generally use CV equal to 0.98. You have to remember it. Now next, coefficient of contraction. CC. It is the ratio of area of jet at vena contracta to area of orifice. Area at vena contracta, this is equal to, this is AC, and area of orifice, this is A, then AC upon A, this is coefficient of contraction, CC. The value of CC vary from the value of CC, this is 0.612, 0.69. This is the value of CC from 0.61 to 0.69, and generally for calculation purpose CC equal to 0.64 and value of CV, this is 0.98. Now next, coefficient of discharge, CD. It is the ratio of actual discharge from an orifice to theoretical discharge, means CD equal to actual discharge upon theoretical discharge, and value of CD, it is from 0.61 to 0.65, and in general the value of CD is taken as 0.62 for all calculation purpose, means CD, this is equal to 0.62. So CD equal to Q actual divided by Q theoretical. Now next topic, discharge through large orifice. Discharge through large rectangular orifice. This is the tank, and this is orifice, large orifice. The fluid level, this is the fluid level, and this is H1 from upper edge of orifice, and this is H2 and the side view of the rectangular orifice. This is the side view of the height of this rectangle hole or orifice. This is H2 minus H1, and width is B. Now consider an elementary horizontal strip of depth dh at the depth h below the free surface of liquid from the tank. This is the elemental horizontal strip this is the horizontal strip, means at depth h from free surface. This is h. Then the velocity, theoretical velocity of water at the strip, means the velocity at this point theoretical velocity of fluid at the element or at depth h, this is equal to V equal to under root 2g h. This is the velocity V. Now area of elemental strip, area of element, the area of this element is B into height dh. This is the area. Then area of element dA equal to B into dh. Now discharge through elementary strip, discharge through element means dq equal to velocity of fluid at the element multiply by area dA. This is equal to velocity V equal to under root 2gh multiply by area B into dh. Now dq equal to B into under root 2GH multiplied by dH. By integrating above equation between the limit H1 to H2 from H1 to H2, then the total discharge through the large orifice, means integrating above equation from H1 to H2, we will get total theoretical discharge Q equal to from large orifice from H1 to H2, B width of rectangular orifice multiplied by 2GH into under root 2G and B constant, then B under root 2G from H1 to H2 under root H. Now by integration, so Q theoretical discharge equal to B into under root 2G 2 by 3 H power 3 by 2 from H1 to H2, then this is equal to 2 by 3 B into under root 2G H2 3 by 2 minus H1 power 3 by 2. Then Q, so this is theoretical discharge which is equal to 2 by 3 into width of large orifice into under root 2G multiplied by H2 power 3 by 2 minus H1 power 3 by 2, and actual discharge Q actual discharge, this is equal to coefficient of discharge multiplied by theoretical discharge, which is equal to CD into 2 by 3 B under root 2G H2 power 3 by 2 minus H1 power 3 by 2. So this is the discharge through large orifice. Now discharge through submerged orifice, the next topic. Discharge through large submerged, discharge through large submerged orifice. This is the tank. The fluid, the orifice, it is submerged. This is orifice. Now on one side of the tank, this is the fluid, and on other side This is the level of fluid. This orifice, it is submerged in the fluid. The upper edge, it is below H1, and lower side, this is H2, and suppose this is H. So this is discharge through this large orifice, and to the cross section of this orifice is width, it is B, which is constant, and the height is H2 minus H1, H2 minus H1. This is the cross section of orifice. Now using Bernoulli's equation between this point, consider this is streamline, now consider point 1 and point 2. Now total energy or total head applying Bernoulli's equation between point 1 and point 2. These 2 points are on streamline. Now P1 upon rho g plus V1 square upon 2g plus Z1 equal to P2 upon rho g plus V2 square upon 2g plus Z2. Here Z1 equal to Z2 and P1 equal to this distance is 0.1, it is from free surface, H1 plus H2 by 2, then rho g H1 plus H2 by 2 rho g H. This is the pressure plus P atmospheric and V1, this is 0. Now P2 pressure at this point, this distance is H1 plus H2 by 2 minus H. This is the level from point 2. Level of free surface point 2 is H1 plus H2 by 2 minus H. Then pressure at point 2 is rho g H1 plus H2 by 2 minus H plus P atmospheric, and velocity at point 2. Now substituting these values, then rho g H1 plus H2 by 2 plus P atmospheric divided by rho g plus 0 plus 0. This is equal to rho g h1 plus h2 by 2 minus h plus P atmospheric by rho g plus V2 square by 2g. Now P atmospheric upon rho g, P atmospheric upon rho g, this is cancel out, and h1 plus h2 by 2 now the remaining terms, which is equal to rho g into minus h upon rho g plus V2 square upon 2g equal to 0. R cancel out rho g and rho g, then V2 square equal to two g h, then velocity at vena contracta in submerged fluid, this is V2 equal to under root 2g h, where h is the fluid level difference. This is difference h. Now discharge through large orifice, discharge through large Q equal to area multiplied by velocity. What is the area? Area is the area of orifice is B into H2 minus H1. Then area is B into H2 minus H1, and velocity under root 2g h. Then actual discharge equal to coefficient of discharge into theoretical discharge. So theoretical discharge, this is equal to B into H2 minus H1 under root 2g h. So this is the discharge through large submerged rectangular orifice. Next topic, time of emptying a tank through an orifice at its bottom. Time of emptying a tank through an orifice at bottom. Now consider a tank. This is the tank. This is the tank, and this is orifice containing a liquid up to height h1. This is the fluid or liquid up to height h1. This is liquid. Let an orifice, it is fitted at the bottom of the tank. We have to find the time for liquid surface to fall from h1 to h2. This is h2, means we have to find out the time for the liquid surface fall from h1 to h2. Now area A is the area of cross-sectional area of tank, and small a area of orifice, and coefficient of discharge CD. Let at any time the height of liquid from orifice is h. At any time the height of the liquid, it is h from orifice, and let the liquid surface fall by a small height dh in time dt, means the level h fall dh. This is dh in time dt, then the volume of liquid leaving the tank in time dt is volume of liquid leaving the tank in time dt. This is equal to area A into dH, means volume of this liquid leaving the tank through this orifice. At this time, the theoretical velocity of liquid at this instant, this V equal to at this instant is 2gh. This is theoretical velocity, and discharge through orifice, discharge rate, discharge through orifice, this is equal to, this is discharge rate, this is in meter cube, and discharge rate means discharge per second. dq equal to coefficient of discharge into area of orifice into velocity of liquid under root 2gh meter cube per second, and discharge in time discharge through orifice in time interval dt. This is equal to dq into discharge rate multiplied by time meter cube. R, total volume means discharge in terms of volume. This is equal to dq cd into a into under root 2gh into time dt. Means discharge means total volume in time dt it is, and this is also equal to the total volume dV. Now from equation 1 and 2, from equation 1 and 2 means this volume equal to discharge through orifice, the volume of fluid leaving in the tank, which is equal to discharge from orifice. That means A into H, this should be equal to CD into A into under root 2GH into dt. Now negative sign is insert because with the increase of time head on orifice decreases, means it should be, means volume is decreased through discharge, means A into dH it should be negative due to the decrease in volume through discharge by orifice. Now here the area, cross sectional area of tank is constant, CD constant, A area of orifice constant. Now rearranging the terms, dH by under root H, this is equal to CD into A into under root 2G divided by area into dt. Now by integrating above equation between the limit h1 to h2, then total time R, by integrating above equation minus dH by under root H, this is equal to CD into A into under root 2G divided by A. Now here T equal to 0 and this T equal to, we have to find out, at T equal to 0 the level is H1, at T the level is H2, then integrating from 0 to T and from H1 to H2, now by integrating, by solving above equation, we get T equal to 2A into under root H1 minus under root H2 divided by CD into A into under root 2GH. This is the time required to. Now for emptying the tank, for emptying the tank, H2 equal to 0, then T equal to 2A under root H1 divided by coefficient of discharge into area of orifice multiplied by 2G. So this is the now remember the area A, cross sectional area of tank is constant. Okay. Now next, time of emptying a hemispherical tank. Time of emptying a hemispherical tank. Now consider a hemispherical tank of radius r. This is the tank, hemispherical tank of radius r. This is radius r, and this is orifice at the bottom of tank. Radius r with an orifice of area A. This is orifice of area A and coefficient of discharge CD. The tank contains fluid or liquid up to the height H1. This is the fluid up to height this height is H1. The time required T from liquid falls up to height H2, and the final height is this is H2. Now time from H1 to H2 is capital T. Now at any instant of time, the head of liquid over the orifice is H. Then at any instant this is H. this is h, and in time dt the level it becomes h minus dh. This is dh. Now this is vertical axis. This is the fluid. Instant velocity v equal to under root 2gh. Now area of liquid surface or at any instant head of liquid over the orifice is h, and at this instant let x be the radius of liquid surface. This is x. This is x. Now area of liquid surface, area of liquid surface, this A equal to pi into x square. At this instant the velocity of fluid is v equal to under root 2gh. Now let the liquid level falls down by a amount of dh in time dt. This time duration is dt. Then the volume of liquid leaving the tank in time dt is volume of liquid leaving tank in time dt means volume. This is equal to area into dh, which is equal to pi x square into dh, and volume of liquid flowing through orifice. This is equal to dv equal to discharge, means discharge rate cd into area of orifice multiplied by velocity under root 2gh, and in time dt. This is meter cube. The unit is meter cube. Now from equation 1 and 2 both are equal, means volume of liquid leaving the tank in time dt equal to volume of liquid flowing through orifice, both are equal. Then from equation 1 and 2 we have pi x square into dh. This is equal to cd into a into under root 2gh into dt. Remember negative sign, because with increase of t h will decrease, then always this is negative. then pi x square minus pi x square dh equal to cd into a under root 2gh dt. Now from the trigonometry or geometry of the figure, from this diagram, this distance is r minus h. From this geometry, this is r minus h, this is x, so this is r, this is r minus h, then x equal to, from this geometry, x equal to r x square plus x square plus r minus h whole square. This is equal to r square, means this x square plus r minus h square equal to capital R square. From geometry, x square plus r minus h, x square plus r minus h whole square equal to r square, r x square plus r square minus 2rh plus h square equal to r square, then x square equal to 2rh minus h square, r x square equal to r x equal to 2rh minus. So this is the relation between x and h. Now substituting the value of x in above equation, then minus pi into x square, which is equal to 2rh minus h square, dh equal to cd into a into under root 2gh into dt, r by rearranging pi into 2rh minus h square upon under root h into dh equal to cd into a into under root 2g into dt. Now total time t required to bring the liquid from level H1 to H2 now is obtained by integrating the above equation between H1 to H2. Now time required from H1 to H2, this is equal to 0 to t. Now integrating above equation and solving, t equal to, we get t equal to solving this equation, we will get t equal to pi upon CD into A into under root 2g multiply by 4 by 3 into R h1 power 3 by 2 minus h2 power 3 by 2 minus 2 upon 5 h1 power 5 by 2 minus h2 power 5 by 2 bracket. This is the time required to fall the level from h1 to h2. This is the time t. And for completely emptying the tank, for completely emptying the tank, H2 equal to 0, and hence T equal to pi upon CD into A under root 2g 4 by 3 R h1 power 3 by 2 minus 2 by 3 2 by 5 h1 power 5 by 2. This is the time for completely emptying the tank. This is the formula. Now next is time of emptying a circular horizontal tank. Now consider a horizontal tank. This is the horizontal circular tank. This is the side view of tank, and here this is orifice, this is orifice. The initial level, this is center, this is the center. Now initial level of the fluid is, suppose this is H1, this is the initial level, H1, and final level H2. This is H2. The length of the horizontal tank is L and radius of tank is R and initial level H1 and orifice area this is orifice of area A. Now that we have to find out the time required to bring the liquid level from H1 to H2. Now let at any time the height of liquid over the orifice is H. At any instant of time, this is the level of liquid this is the level of liquid, this is H and this is dH. What is dH? This is that the time dt, the height fall by a height dH. Now at this instant the velocity v equal to under root 2gh Now total length is L and suppose the width is, suppose this is A into C, the area of surface area of liquid, surface area of liquid, this is equal to L into AC, length L multiplied by AC. Now where AC equal to, suppose this is the center, suppose this is D, then surface area L into twice of DC. And now what is DC? DC equal to this is in this triangle, this is R and this is R minus H, then DC equal to under root R square minus R minus H whole square, because in this triangle R square plus R minus H R minus whole square plus DC square equal to R square, then DC equal to R square minus R minus H, then DC equal to, by solving, 2RH minus H square, then surface area is of this is equal to 2 into L multiplied by DC 2RH minus R square. Now, volume of liquid leaving tank in time dt, volume of liquid leaving tank in time dt, this is equal to A into dH, and A equal to 2L under root 2RH minus, this is H square into dH, and liquid flowing through orifice in time dt, this is equal to CD into area into under root 2GH into dt. This is the total volume of liquid flowing through an orifice in time dt is CD into A into under root 2GH multiplied by dt, and volume of liquid living in the tank in time dt A into dH, which is equal to 2L under root 2RH minus H square. This equation 1. Now equating equation 1 into two L into under root 2RH minus H square into dH equal to CD into A into under root 2GH multiplied by dt. Remember here negative sign, with increase of T height h decreases. Now minus 2L under root 2RH minus H square dH divided by under root H, this is equal to CD into A into under root 2G into dt. This is now integrating from zero to T and from H1 to H2, from H1 to H2. Now solving above equation, integrating and above equation, T equal to 4L divided by 3 CD into area of orifice multiplied by under root 2G multiplied by 2R minus H2 whole power 3 by 2 minus 2R minus H1 power 3 by 2, and for completely emptying the tank, H2 equal to 0, hence time required to completely emptying the tank T equal to 4L upon 3CD A into under root 2G 2R power 3 by 2 minus 2R minus H1 multiply. So this is the time T for the horizontal, circular horizontal tank. Now our main governing equation was in above equations. Main governing equation is minus A into dH, this is equal to CD into area of orifice multiplied by 2GH into, this was the governing equation. This is very important equation. This is very important equation. Minus A into dH, CD into A, where A is the orifice area. Now for any type of tank, this area A is the function of, means calculate area A in terms of H, and then rearranging the equation minus A into dH upon under root H, this is equal to CD into E and then integrating from 0 to T and from H1 to H2. Remember, A, convert A is the function of H. For vertical cylinder or vertical tank, A is constant. So this is the important equation. We can solve solve this problem. Suppose this is consider a conical tank of radius r and total height h, and this is orifice of area A and coefficient of discharge CD. The initial level of liquid this is the H1, now determine the time for emptying the conical tank. You have to find out. Simply apply this equation. Calculate A at any instant of time. Calculate this area A, surface area, at H, then you calculate. Now next topic, discharge through notches. Or flow through, discharge through notches and wears. A notch is a device used for measuring the rate of flow of a liquid through a small channel or a tank. It is opening in the side of the tank or small channel in such a way that the liquid surface in the tank or channel is below the top edge of the opening. And wears is a concrete or masonry structure placed in a open channel over which the flow occurs. It is generally in the form of vertical wall with sharp edge at the top. The notch is generally made of metallic plate and wears is made of concrete or masonry structure. There are many type of notches and wears. Now we calculate discharge over a rectangular notch or wear. Discharge through or over a rectangular notch or wear. So first we draw the diagram of rectangular notch. So this is the channel. This is the metallic R. machinery tank. And this is the opening side of the tank. Now this is the liquid, and the level of and the flow through this notch is like this. This is the flow through, and this is the cross section of fluid. Now Q, it is to be find out this Q equal to, and the width, this is equal to H, and we see this on side view. This is the side view. Total, this side is H or crest, or this is equal to H. Now consider an element, of the element of liquid. Suppose this is the element, at depth H, this is H, and this is dH, or here width B, this is H. Now velocity of this fluid, this elemental fluid, V equal to under root 2gh. Now area of this strip, area of this elemental strip dA equal to width B into dH, and velocity of fluid at element or at the strip V equal to under root 2gh, then discharge through dq through strip is dq equal to area multiplied by velocity, or dq equal to what is area, B into dH multiplied by velocity under root 2gh, and the actual discharge, which is equal to multiply by coefficient of discharge CD. So total discharge Q equal to B into dH into velocity multiplied by CD, and this is from 0 to h. R total discharge Q through rectangular notch, B constant, width is constant, CD constant, under root 2g constant, then 0 to h under root h into dh by integrating Q equal to CD into 2/3 CD into B into under root 2g into h power 3/2. This is the discharge through rectangular notch. This is also important formula. Meter cube per second. So this is the discharge through rectangular notch. Similarly, discharge through a triangular now. In triangular notch, the notch is like this. This is triangular notch. This is Q, then level of fluid, this is the flow of fluid, and level of we measure this distance at h. This is Q. Q is the function of h. Now we consider an element dH at depth h. This angle is theta. By same method, consider element, area of element, and then we will get Q equal to 8 upon 15 CD tan theta by 2 under root 2G h power 5 by 2. Similar procedure use. This is by triangular R V notch. This is also called V notch or triangular notch. Okay.